Well, that's it, folks. The final week of regular season hockey is officially behind us, which means it's time for the playoffs. But there's just one thing left to do first. Whether it was incredible saves, impressive catches in the stands, hilarious hot mics,
Fuck you! Yeah! Woo! You have holidays in 2 days.
You're open for the
and fantastic clapbacks,
got me up high, and I'm lucky he's kind of 5'3", so it would have got me in the face otherwise. So,
or just amazing milestones in what was one of the greatest regular seasons in NHL history, it's time to take a look at some of my favorite moments worth a second look. Now, let's start with Devin Cooley, because we all know goalies are a little different. That is obviously nothing new. But with the local boy making 49 stops on 50 shots this week, he was asked about it after the game and simply had this to say: "I feel good. It's just like nobody cares. Nothing's really going to matter. We're all going to die." And I wish I had a clip of him saying it initially, but we do have one of him explaining it.
Little phrases that I repeat to myself over and over again just to keep myself locked in and stay locked in the present moment.
share the goods. Like what are some of the phrases?
I go, there are no thoughts, there is no future, just over and over again. Nothing matters, nobody cares, we're all gonna die. People think I'm going through like some sort of like mental crisis.
From there, let's move over to that hot mic from Hronek, because what I hadn't seen was the response from Pahal. Now, if you didn't catch my video on it earlier this week, essentially Holander caught Pahal up high with a cross-check. Pahal's reaction looked as though it may have been to the face, so naturally it caught the attention of everyone on the ice. But after that was sorted, the officials took time to review the call, which gave time for all the boys to have a little chat.
You have holidays in 2 days. Let's go.
Okay.
You're
open for the chirp about golf.
In my opinion, the hot mic of the year. But as I explained in more detail on my initial video, it was a bit rich coming from Hronek, who has never played a playoff game himself. But this is what I missed: the response from Pahal after the game, which was pretty great.
kind of got me up high, and I'm lucky he's kind of 5'3", so it would have got me in the face otherwise.
I'd like to say Pahal got the last laugh, but the truth is, Hronek will be playing in the playoffs. So there's that. Then, with the season ending, the TNT crew awarded their Mr. TNT of the year.
He's in shock. He's in shock, folks.
And this was just some light humor, but I find Cooper just so hard to hate.
Oh, this is going right in the middle of those two other trophies.
This week, of course, we also got that insane final few games to decide the playoff picture, which, fair to say, Ovi liked the outcome. The night before, though, as the Wings fought to keep their season alive, these fans had wings delivered simultaneously. The delivery guy's like, go team?
Scoring, huh? There's your wings, brother.
But earlier in that Flyers-Caps game, we had this crazy sequence where the puck went way up in the air, no one knew where it was, and suddenly it was in the back of the net. Only issue, the ref blew the whistle.
Snapshot off the curl and drag. Fought off there by Lindgren. He didn't have it.
Now, it would have counted, but the second it hit Farabee's glove, the play was no longer continuous, and so it was a tough break for Philly fans. Now, while this game played out over in Montreal, we got the second of that back-to-back, where again the Wings came back to push overtime. And in doing so, of course, it meant they had officially eliminated the Flyers from being able to make the playoffs. However, Torts had no clue this had just happened, and thinking they still had a chance, he pulled his goalie, got scored on, and just minutes after Detroit had eliminated Philly, Philly had now returned the favor and eliminated Detroit. You can't make it up. And then, running through a few quick ones, in St. Louis, Bolduc had the cord beat but missed the wide open net, and somehow, even worse, he still beat the cord, but it went off of the post. Then, like we saw last week with Binnington, some goalies want all the smoke in front of their net, and others, like Georgiev, act like they didn't see a thing. Oh, you guys aren't done? Take your time. Over in Nashville, after Zucker got called for a trip on Goodbranson, Zucker hilariously mocked him for diving in the box, and it seemed like he was genuinely belly laughing. Heading to Winnipeg now, we got the most audible we got all season. We also had the Blues Stars in overtime and an insane save. Ottinger with the most casual, none of this matters, but get out of here with that crap anyway save I have ever seen.
Fuck you!
In Pittsburgh now, we had a puck deflected over the glass, but a nice catch from the fan. What an athlete. Oh, because he is. It's Tyler Kennedy. And what are the chances snagging a souvenir out of the air for his little guy who was definitely pumped up. Over in the PWHL, right at the end of the Boston-Toronto game, Fast laid a hit on Pelkey, which she did not like. Body slams Fast as all hell seemed to break out with the ladies going at it in what was their final meeting of the season. And lastly, over in Arizona, we got Hyman with the shot off the side of the net and Ingham trying to get it as no one can get it to him. So McDavid then pretends he's got it with the wraparound, trying to fake everyone out. I don't know. This was just a pretty funny sequence. And speaking of Arizona, it was their final NHL game played in Mullet Arena, which meant Gene Principe was rocking his mullet in the pregame. And truthfully, I don't know where his hair ends and the wig begins, but what a beauty. What was also great was the commentators finding some humor in what was a tough situation.
Well, if anybody needs a ride to the airport or you need your palms trimmed or something, give me a call.
I'll be working Uber for a while. I'm right there with you. Uber Eats.
And speaking of final games, it was also the big man Jeff Carter's final game in the National, as not only did he score one from Sid, his 100th point as a Penguin, by the way, perfect way to go out. The Islanders were also pure class, giving Carter his flowers at the end of the game, and then, held up by Crosby, who knew, he also got the 3rd star of the game. Awesome stuff. And finally, this week was also packed with incredible milestones. First, McDavid with an assist on the goal here became just the 4th player in NHL history to record a 100-assist season. Over in Colorado, it was MacKinnon with a Hart-caliber year himself, making franchise history with an impressive 140-point season. And then in Tampa, while Matthews wasn't able to get that nice round number of 70 goals, he still finished with 69. But in the same game, Kucherov, with an apple on this one, secured his 100th assist, as we got 2 of them in the same year. Sergachev even coming down to celebrate, but what was crazy is Kucherov is now one of just 3 in NHL history who have recorded 40 goals and 100 assists in the same season. What a crazy year it has been. And with that, I just want to say it's been an honor to have you guys watch this series. It's been so cool to see the love, and hopefully next season we can do it all again. But that is it for this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.